you have farmers buying more domestically made equipment. John Deere apparently makes stuff in the U.S. Stuff like that. And I mentioned to you all that that gold GLD actually went up. And we talked about gold. We talked about it many times. Gold isn't something that will make you rich, but gold will protect your wealth. So if you're worried about what's going to happen going forward, you may want to consider adding some gold to your portfolio. So ultimately, what I will say is that, if you look at the overall impact of Trump's announcements, you will see that yes, he did actually, kind of ruin things a little bit. He is going to cause some problems. At the same time, we don't know exactly how deep this is going to go, because this was kind of the first stage of a multi-stage process. And if any of this devolves into a trade war, this is going to have both short and long-term implications, because the short-term effects are massive in terms of stock markets and all that, and the cost of it, and also inflation. I forgot to mention inflation. Inflation is going to be a big one. But then there's the longer-term conversation of, number one, disrupting long-held trade relationships that have been around for 100 years. I don't know if that was thought through entirely. And then number two is some of the stuff that he wants when he talks about why he's imposing the tariffs, when he says these companies are ripping, or these countries are ripping us off, and I want to be able to make America rich again. Well, if a company comes along and let's say that they agree, like, okay, look, we'll build a factory in the United States and we'll make products in the US so that we can avoid the tariffs. How long does that take? I mean, how long does that take? It takes forever. We talk about stuff like microchips and all. It takes forever to build those plants. That's really hard. It takes automobile manufacturers. It takes years to do that. So by the time they're done, he won't be president anymore. He may not even be alive anymore. The man's, the man. He talked about Joe Biden being an old man. I don't think he's that much younger than Joe Biden. So the question becomes, like, what's this going to look like? It's like we veered way to the left. And then what I see is that if you get another president in office, like a Democrat next time, all they're going to do is they're going to veer everything back to the right. And so we're on the ship and we're getting seasick. Everybody's vomiting because the ship is being pushed really hard in one direction or the other. And that, to me, is a flaw of American politics. And I think that's something that is worth thinking about, worth considering. But anyway, so I'm going to head on out, guys. If you could hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Also, let's give a shout out to Dr. Claude Anderson. He's the GOAT of economics. He's the GOATiest GOAT of all time. Without him, there is no Boyce Watkins for sure. His books are amazing. We've been reading these books as a group in our book club every Wednesday night for many years. Those of you who are wondering why the book club meeting was canceled today, it's because I thought I'd have to hit the road now, but I didn't. But I'd already canceled it. I had to get some copies of my book so I can sign them and send them out to you. And we were waiting for the shipment to come in. Because I know a lot of you ordered the books and thousands of you have ordered, and we still got a lot of orders to fill. So I had to stay here for that. And the shipment just came in. So I'm going to go and sign your books and make sure everybody gets what they asked for. And also, if you want to go into business with us, I want to put more money in your pocket, and I'd love to support the school at the same time. So we have something called a Black Wealth Ambassadors Group that you can be a part of, where you can buy any book that I offer, any flashcards, workbooks, the things that we create in the school. You can actually buy them at a deep discount wholesale price, and you can offer them to people in your family, people in your community, people at your job. You can form a Black Wealth book club.